Hi and good evening, guys. Hi, Francis. Hi, Radhika. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Srini. Good evening. I hope you all had a very nice and warm weekend. The weekend was really, really cold. So, this week is going to be interesting because we do not have. Let's open investing.com and see if we have any big events coming on economic calendar for this week. So let me add some filters. I'm only looking for United States. Okay, I'm looking for these two type of data and apply. So let's see what we have this week. So Monday is not in that much. Tuesday we have Fed Powell speaks at 12:40. Then Fed Williams and Waller, nothing on Wednesday. Jobless claim on Thursday. Consumer expectations on Friday. And that's about it. So this week is going to be more of very less economic activity. So if we have that kind of situation and we had some cleaner moves in the market last 2 days of last week, and not last 2 days, but so we need to be very careful that we may end up in a very choppy environment for next couple of days. We do not have any big earnings there. Yes, there are earnings, but we do not have any substantially large earnings which are coming this week. We may have like mostly stock-based, stock-specific trades which we should be looking at, not the index specific, because the CPI, which is on 14th, is really an important event. So this week might be full of choppiness because we had like big move right from here all the way 4209. So this was like almost a 5% move from 4,000 to 4,208, roughly 5%. Now with 5% move, I think we should ease off. We should come down to this 12 EMA, find some support, do some back test, feel positive, and then decide what needs to be done. All right, so we have more people who have joined in. Praveen, Kumar, hi, Mox King, I'm good. Hi, Shiv. Hi, Shubhajit. Hi, Mr. Gulati. Hi, Lee. Good evening, guys. So all in all, it's going to be a real, like in my expectation, it's going to be a real difficult to trade, especially day trade or swing. Uh, the index, otherwise, like if we come down, it's more likely on the stock specific moves, which I will focus specifically this week. So I'll start from my scanners. So let's start with inside day. So in this, I will start from inside week first. So inside week, we have MasterCard, 3M, Lucid Motors. I think Lucid Motors last time when we talked, it was around 788. And I recommended January 2025 calls of 10 strike at around 192. And I told you all that, yes, it's a very high potential stock, which can go up to 25, 30 very easily. And just last week, or maybe 1 week before that, it had a massive rally from 8 all the way to 19. So keep in mind, Lucid Motors is getting ready. It's going to be a really good stock. I may add positions on it myself as a disclaimer. NQ and ES both are inside weeks. Yes, because we are in that range. Okay, so inside day, We have, come on. We have Nvidia, Meta, Disney, UPS, AMD, PayPal. Almost all these companies are inside there. Okay, let me just make note because we cover Nvidia inside day. We cover AMD inside day. Meta is inside day. Lulu, Snap, MU, PayPal. PayPal is inside day. PayPal, I think I removed. So UPST is something I want to add. So I'll add UPST. And FedEx is showing really good strength. Airlines are showing strength. Airlines, specifically travel stocks. So if you're interested, you can actually look at the travel stocks as well. I'm not covering them, but they're looking good. FedEx and UPS both are doing good. All right, so I'll add UPST and Disney into my list, and we'll start. ES and NQ are both inside weeks, so I'll keep a note of that. All right, so let's start our daily analysis for index and these stocks. Let me just add space for these two. One is UPST, one is Disney. All right, so let's start from ES first. So let's look at the weekly view on ES. So ES on a weekly time horizon, 12 EMA has diverged upwards above the 34 EMA. We could not cross and close over 4169, which is an important area. This is something inverted head and shoulders, but we still want a close above 4170 on the weekly basis so that it can move higher. As of now, that has not been the case, and the candles are well away from EMAs. So as of now, I would not interpret much from this weekly candle. I'll jump onto the daily candle. On the daily candle, we have a bearish engulfing. So very first thing we need to know is that this candle, this is one, this is two. One candle body has covered the previous candle body totally. Okay. And once we do that, we call this as bearish. Engulfing meaning covering in simple words. So this body has covered the positive momentum. So whatever the positive momentum was here has been covered by this bearish sentiment. So let's make a note of that. Second thing, we are rejected from 23.6. We are making lower highs and lower lows. So there are three negative factors here at this moment. First of all, we are lower highs and lower lows. Second thing, bearish engulfing. And rejection from 23.6 Fibonacci and far from 12 EMA. So these are the four factors based on which I think the negative sentiment is really good on this. And where should we do a trade? So now this area 41.45, which is the body here, the low of this body 41.46, and here it is 41 open where it is 41.45. So in this case 41.45 is roughly a good stop loss. If it goes above than that, then we can change, but 41.45, which is this line, is a good stop loss. And if you look in the past, we got rejected right from here We got rejected right from here. We got rejected right from here again. Now, this is the resistance as of now. Where is the first support? The support is right here. That is support 1, and this is support 2. And this is the trend. If we lose this, then sentiment will become much more bearish. So as of now, we are rejected. So the prime focus will be to come around this area. Okay. So let's see if we have any space or any uh, support. You see, these are the two tops, 1 and 1. This is 4110. So 4110 is the first area, 4185 roughly is the second area, and then we have 4008. So for now, I'm targeting 4110 and 4085. Short here. And where should you short? You should short below the low of Friday. The Friday low was 4132. Thursday low was 4136. Today low is 4130. So let's give it one more time. Let's break below 4130 and then go short. 4130, again going to short. Target area 4110 and 4085. 60% probability. Yes. On the ES side, if we have to go long, I would not go long straight away. Either it needs to find a support here at 4085 or 4110. That will be a preferred area to try a long. Or if we can come above like 4145, 4160 area, where it actually fell from Friday, like if you break this down into smaller candles of half an hour, you will see that around 4170, it tend to manage the support, and then once it lost, it never looked back. Now, this is an area 4145 where if it finds support, you can aim for 4170. But actual move or actual strength will come once we cross 4170. So here buy above 4145. Yeah, stop loss is 4130. Target is 4170 and 4210. So this is ES. It's inside week, but it's not significant because we just started the week. Now let's go to NQ. I'll go to NQ. Same thing with NQ. NQ is making inside week, inside day. This is the candle, and this is the second candle. It's inside of this candle. If we lose 12,525, like the breakdown from this, we are going towards 12,300, 12,211. If we manage to retain within this candle 12,600, then we should be looking for 12,700 to 12,865. I don't see anything more than that. But the momentum is negative because it's an inside day. So NQ is inside day and down. Rejection from 61. Percent Fibonacci. And far from 12 EM. Now, in this case, 525, which is an inside down break bar. So sell below 11,525. I'll not be selling anything earlier than that. Stop loss is not 11, 12. 12,525. 12,600 is my stop loss. 12,300 and 12,212. 12,308, 12,212. That's the short area for NQ. On the positive side, I will go long about 12,600 above this area for the first target right here, which is 12,750, 12,750. Second target is 12,880. Again, there's not much into clarity of bias because the market is going to be choppy. As I like in my initial uh, briefing, I expect market to be a little choppy this week. So I don't expect very big moves coming into this week. But yes, stock specific moves will always be there. So keep an eye. The range will be quite like every day you will see uh, premium getting eaten and eaten. So if you want to trade options, the best recommendation is trade on stock specific choices or make spreads or butterflies or use any kind of option strategy which will avoid your premium kill. Or the best is watch and observe and do not do any trade in like unless you're pretty much sure. Because this week should be mostly on premium meeting. Now let's go to triple Q. Triple Q. So triple Q has a gap and it's a hammer on the top. Like when you are imagine you're going from here, right from here. This was the base, 250s, 260s. You went up. Now, if somebody is trying to give you a hammer, what will happen? You will come like this. This is a hammer. This is like, I want to bring you down. We have a gap. And once the gap is filled, we need to see the gap is 303. So we may need to aim at a gap. We closed right on 306 area, which is 78.6 Fibonacci. If we get rejected, we might come to 299 and 294. So QQQ is short. Stop loss is 306. And where should we short? Short below 304.50. So Friday was full of choppiness, and in the end, it finally gave up. First area is, let's see if it fills the gap and holds. So 303.50. It's a very small number, but if it fills and comes back, that's something else. Otherwise, 299, 25 and 294.75. 294.75, which is the 12 EMA. So it's a hammer after a long up move. See, I put all these comments with an intent that when we are reading this in the live market, we remember that, yes, there is a hammer. So there is a negative sentiment behind this particular stock or index. Where should we buy? We should buy if we like fill the gap and come back. That's one theory. Second is if we can go above 306 and hold it, then it should be fine. Keeping like 304.50 as our stop loss. So go long above 306. 304.50 should be the stop loss. Target is 310 and 314.50. 310, 314.50. That's all about indexes. Now, the most important is tickers. Apple. So Apple started like, look at the magic of Fibonacci levels. This is 23.6. It opened, and I've been suggesting multiple times this 147 area. It came around this area, went up, hit exactly the same resistance area, which is there from my Fibonacci. Again, I have not changed my Fibonacci levels for many, many months. They are there since many months, but they are being respected buy these candles very beautifully. So if you draw them based on the regression channel, because regression channel make use of the trend lines, and trend line is the best indicator to evaluate the trend, the breakouts, and the support and resistance. So if you use the trend lines along and mix it with the Fibonacci, then yes, you are getting the best possible setup to trade, to find out the levels. Now, in this case, 151, 152, the middle of this candle, which is a piercing pattern, is an excellent support. So I would love to buy if it comes and fill this, like not fill, but come around this place. I would love to buy this dip. Sentiment is definitely positive and negative side is not there. So positively, I want to buy if it comes near 153, 154. Stop loss is 152-ish. Target is 157.50. 157.50. I think 157.50 will be tough, but it can be achieved one more time. On the neutral side, sell below 152. Stop loss keep as 154. Target area is 147.67. The next area is 144.50. 144.50. So Apple is positive to neutral. Can you do chart for ZBH23? I don't even know what is that ZBH23. I'll do that, Mr. Gulati, but at the end. AMD. So AMD, since the earnings, it has moved really big, but again, it's a hammer. It closed right there on 86, which is a 61.8 Fibonacci. A rejection here will be bad. It may try to come down to 80.9, but as of now, the momentum is strong. So if it comes around 84, 85, I would love to buy this. I think this was a consolidation, and after the consolidation, it has moved really higher. Now, if market is strong and if it comes around 83, 84, I would love to buy this. So AMD is inside day. I am positive on AMD after the earnings. So this is green. This column. So AMD is positive. Buy in dip 84, 85 area. Stop loss 83, 86, 89.50. A break above 89.50 will be massive on AMD. See, one thing we need to understand, once the strong is showing some serious positive momentum, do not try to short it. Do not try to preempt something. In this case, try to see what's the market momentum. The market momentum is a little on the downside. Then look at your stock momentum. If stock has some area to cool off, let it cool off before it gets ready one more time. So during that cool off, the intent should be that I want to add if it comes down. So AMD is showing some really good strength. Now, if the momentum is weak, let AMD cool off a little bit, let it come down to 83, 84. And if it comes, that's the area where if I am a trader, I would love to add. I will not add at around 86, 87. I would wait for it to come to 83, 84, because if market takes some breathing or market tries to move positive, AMD will be the first one to run. Like I did on Thursday, a live call during the afternoon. And at that time, I gave about information on Netflix, that Netflix usually runs on Friday. And what happens? It ran almost $12 on Friday. Okay. The same thing. If AMD comes around that area, the intent is let it come down and then add to AMD. Amazon, I could not interpret Amazon numbers properly, but it got rejected really badly. Like it went to 111, and then there's hardly any gap. It's coming down to 101, 102 area. This is an important area. If it, first of all, it's a 78.6 Fibonacci level. Second is it's a 12 EMA area. So a support here should be really, really good. A loss of here will bring it down to 96. So as of now, I am positive on, uh, I'm not positive, I'll say neutral on Amazon. So in this case, I'm looking to add around 101. Same thing, I want to add it around 101.50. My stop loss will be 100. Target to be 105. And second target will be 108. Looking for backtest? Yes. So I really wanted to do this. Come down, and then I would love to add. A loss of 100 will be bad for Amazon. DA, BA finally started to break down. It got rejected right from 218.91. Again, Fibonacci level magic. And you see a good amount of consolidation, which is happening, and the Dow stocks are lagging. If you see the Dow Jones in last few days, the Dow Jones is lagging, only the Nasdaq is leading the market. And Dow Jones is cooling off. Caterpillar has come down, John Deere has come down, LMT has come down, Boeing has also come down some percent. Now, if it comes to 212 or 202 area, which is a good 34 EMA support, that will be really good. It has not tested the 34 EMA since November of last year. So from 140 to 202, it will be really, really good area for Boeing to test. If it does that and then bounces, that will be an excellent area. If it fails, it will definitely come down to 190. So for Boeing, I want to buy near 202. If it comes, stop loss will be 200. Target will be 210 and 218.9. So they're bigger targets on the higher side if it bounces. But again, if it comes at this, so if it dips, it's good. Now, where should we sell? We can sell, it's a hammer right here. Sell with a stop loss up to on 750. Sell below 206 for 202. If 202 breaks down, then it will come and fill the gap, 190. So loss of 202 will be really bad. That's 40%. See, in this case, my positive sentiment is coming only when it coming to 202. I am not bullish at 207, 208. At that time, I want it to come down. But if it comes down to 202 and stabilizes, that will be an excellent area to go long. Baba, same thing. Baba got rejected. It's at a very important juncture of 34 EMA. On Friday, it tested that area very cleanly. I'll show you right there. Rejection. So people who are learning, like we were talking about supply and demand. So people who want to understand supply and demand, I'll give you a very simple example. This is a zone where Baba came. Now here, why Baba could not go up because there were sellers here who were selling. So as a result, the price of Baba could not move higher. Every time it tried to move higher, there was selling pressure, which is coming. Sellers, sellers, and sellers. So this is a supply zone. When the supply is more than the demand, the price goes down. So when the buyers got absorbed after this, it went down and then going down consistently. It lost 12 EMA, it is testing 34 EMA, and I think it is going to come down to 103, which is an important trend line area and an important support. So if, and again, it's an if, uh, Baba has to play, it has to hold 103. Also, we need to keep in mind that there is some political news or sentiment is negative towards China with that balloon shootout. So impact or China reaction may come down, which will not be liked by the market. So 103 is a make or break for Baba. I would like to short it because it's losing all the momentum. So my short order is 106.30. So Baba is short now. Sell below 106.30. Stop loss 107. Target is 103 and 99.6. CRM. CRM has moved really well in the last few days. Again, uh, it had a target of, if I extend them now and cancel the right extension, you will see that right here, it went up from here, went to 172, went to 177.6, which is a 38.2 Fibonacci of a previous Fibonacci, which was drawn. This is extension, and the previous one was a retracement. So in this pullback, when it is coming up, it faced resistance at all these areas. Now we are well above that area, so we need to go and see 166 area. So in this case, if market comes down, I think 163, 166 is a really good area. So CRM, I'm just cutting down onto the positive. I want to short this. I'm deleting this row. CRM is short. Stop loss is 172. See, for every trade, you must know your stop loss. Where should we sell? We should sell at 170 and below. If it goes to 170 and below, it's fine. Target is 166 or 167, and then is 163.28. Let's make it 25. Google, with Meta number, everything moved up. Amazon, Google. So they created some gaps. Now those gap needs to fill. Friday, it was showing some strength relative to Amazon because in the cloud area, they have shown some better growth compared to both Microsoft Azure and Amazon AWS. So let's see if it's able to hold. But again, there's a massive gap here, and the 12 EMA is far. If 101 is held, 102 is held, I think it will be really good. But I really want it to come down and fill the gap at 101. So I would like to add this at 101. That's like 3 points dip, but I really want it. Stop loss is 99.50. 105 and 108. It may take a couple of days to achieve this target, but yes, Google is right there. ITSI also went above 142 area, which we were talking for quite some time that yes. So we have now two back-to-back candles for ITSI. Now, in this case, be ready for a big move on ITSI. It's getting ready for 155-ish, and then it's going to break out really big. So 151 on ITSI is going to be really, really good. Keep an eye. If it dips down to 145, 144, definitely add because it's a massive breakout in ITSI. So ITSI is positive. Again, buy in the dip. 142 to 144. 138.5 is my stop loss. Target is 151. 154. Meta did really big gap. So I don't know whether it's gonna fill this gap now or but if it loses 180, I think the potential to fill the gap first will be around 170, and at 170 we need to see. So there's a massive gap which needs to be managed. Like even here, if you see, the gap was created on the downside, but eventually the gap was filled slowly and steadily. So here we have the massive gap. So either it has to cool off or there's going to be something which will fill this gap. If it doesn't fill this massive gap, that is going to be really, really positive for Meta. 180 is the make or break area for Meta. If you have to short, you can short with a small stop loss. Like I want to short Meta just to see the, so I'm going to sell below 184. Stop loss is 187. Target is 180, 170. Fill the gap. My mood is neutral on Meta. Microsoft with Chat GPT, Microsoft has really moved higher. 251 to 260 area, 270 area. So I need to bring back my extensive rate. So 260 is an area where we should see some struggle from Microsoft. So 260, it has to fill the gap, which is at 255. So I would love to short Microsoft. 260 is my stop loss. Sell below 258. 255 is the first target. And then the second target is 250. Netflix did a breakout, but again, it could not sustain. Now, again, it's a massive if it breaks above 368, I would only go long on Netflix. So Netflix, I'm positive. I want to go long. 368.50, stop loss keeping 365. My targets are like about 380, 394. And Netflix runs on these kind of days when there is negativity in the market and everybody is trying to look to specific tickers. Netflix is one of the stocks which will run. Now, UPST. UPST has an inside day breakout. So this is called inside day. It's a breakout. And since then it has held on to this area. Now, if it fills this gap, which is at 2074, a highly likely possibility, or 2050, I would love to add. So I am positive on UPST, buy in dip around 20.75, stop loss 20, target 22, 25, 22, 25, and the next target is boom, boom. I have to create some more levels. So this is the same level which it has struggled, 26, 25. Like if you're looking at Shopify, you can also pick Shopify if you want. UPST, Affirm, Shopify, they will all give you a dip. Try to add them in that dip. But just keep in mind the sentiment. If the sentiment is negative, wait and observe if that area is getting bought or not. Disney, DIS, Disney. So Disney is like we have earnings this week on Disney. I really wanted to come down to 107 because last time it had some really bad earnings. It came down, and then the market, because of the market sentiment, it went up and came down. And from 84, it has already rallied into 110, anticipating good numbers from that Marvel movie. So now 107 is really, really good in area. It's an inside day on Disney. So Meta also has an inside day. Disney has inside day. Positive buy in dip 107 to 108. Stop loss, keep it to 106. Target 110. And it's kind of making a W. So if it breaks out, it could be really big. 110, 115. But again, I really wanted to be bought on the dip, not rushing at these levels. Square, like anybody who was with me for Square, you will see that from all the way to 60, 68 area, we were looking for Square to hit 91. It almost came there. Now it has made a dodgy and a thumb. So if market is weak, this should come and do the back test. So let's aim for that back test. The Square, let's do a short sell below 83.50. 81 is the first target. Second target is 77.65. See, these numbers, these Fibonacci does not change pretty often. You just need to keep in mind that yes, if number is rejected from a certain area, you need to change your direction of the trade. Now we have NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, like 2 weeks back, I told 219, exactly hit 218.87. Again, it's not a magic. You see these levels are getting respected. It's an inside day. I wanted to add NVIDIA, or I wanted to add NVIDIA around 196. I can short it around 206, 207 with a stop loss of 211. For now, I'm going to short NVIDIA, short below 26, stop loss 211, 197, and 180. I'm not going long on Nvidia for now. Yes, Shiv, I know Disney earnings are there. So Tesla almost came near to 200 and then closed right at 190 area, which is again Fibonacci of 100%. Now we are well away from 12 EMA, which is at 165. A higher high, higher low, so which is positive. Higher high, higher low. But for 2 days, it's getting supply at around 190 area. After hours, it went up. So 190 is an area where we should keep a stop loss. So 190 and above, 190 also. So buy above, I would say 192.50. If it goes above 192.50, 200 and 208. And Baba has, not Baba, Tesla has that kind of momentum. It can easily do that. On the short side, sell below 187. Look out for 182.50 and then 182 and then 177.80. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much it from me. Mr. Gulati was looking at ZBH23. Is it a future? ZBH 30-year treasury. Let me go back to my video. So let me just draw certain levels. That's my regression channel, extend to the right. Now I'm going to draw some of Fibonacci extensions. In here. So 129, 25. Like it's at a very important support, Mr. Gulati. If it loses this, it can dump. But it's at a really, really important place. So keep an eye on that. Guys, let me do one thing. Let me share the Zoom link. You can come on and we can go through the charts. I'm sharing the Zoom link on the chat. Then we can interact and go through all the charts. You can all join in. I have enabled the chat. Okay. So ZBH is at a very important area. Then is MPW. MPW is Medical Property Trust. So Kevin, MPW is like on a longer term, it's kind of a bear flag. On a very long term. I don't know the history about this stock at all. Let me just draw some, like if I'm looking at the screen, right, from left to right, I only see it's going down. So if I draw a regression channel right there. It needs to hold this area. Let me add some extensions. 1220 is a good support. It should not lose 1220. Ramchandra, I've already done Apple. You need to check on the video. So this MPW looks like it needs to hold 1225. Otherwise, it's going to go down. CAT has a gap at 225 area. So if it loses 241, it has bounced from 241 two times back to back, has reclaimed 34 EMA. So 247 is an important area for CAT. Guys, it's not about me checking everything. It's not about you showing me your charts and asking me anything. Like Deepak is saying, Moderna is looking bearish. That's good. At least he's sharing his view. I'm not here to just answer your stocks. I'm here for you to show me what you're looking at the chart and help you there. So please try to understand the process. CAT is 247. 247 is an important area for CAT. If it loses that, it needs to fill 225, which is the gap area. 225 has been well tested. So loss of 247 will open up 225. Then Moderna. Yes, Moderna is at very important support. It's not looking bearish because it's making higher highs, higher lows, but loss of 172 will open up 168 and 144, 156 and 144. So keep an eye on Moderna. ENPH. ENPH rightly bounced on this longer term trend line, trying to hold. It's a M on the longer term horizon, bouncing. So we were trying to short ENPH around 270. Since then, it has come down. Now 219 is an important area for ENPH. If it goes below, it's negative, it holds, it may bounce to 245. AI. Again, like I really don't know why people are rushing toward a stock which has rallied almost doubled and they want to jump on it. I have no comments on this. Sorry. Yes, Snow has downside. I have checked that. See, it came to 178 and then it rejected. It can go to 156 and 148. Net NET. NET has a gap. It can hit 56. Yes. So that's good. Javed has American Express. American Express ran after the earnings, and you will see that it hit this. Let me just application settings. I think I changed something, high contrast. So if you see right here, 178, it's breaking out here. So if it sustains 178, it has potential to 192, American Express. But there's massive gap here. So I don't know when it's going to come and fill that gap. Do I have anybody on the Zoom? No, nobody's on the Zoom. So, okay. I think I covered everybody's question. But please try to show up your charts, come on the Zoom call, interact, rather than simply asking anything. It doesn't serve your purpose, it doesn't serve my purpose. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening and enjoy your time. Bye-bye. Patrick, there's already a video for a Fibonacci, and I just set up the Fibonacci if you look at the video.